What's going on YouTube? My name's DJ Chris Rector, and this will be my final video on my car buying experience because I actually bought my truck as I said I was gonna do. I said I was gonna buy it in March. Well, we're pretty near March, and yeah, I kept my word as I made this happen. And so, after going from Tundra to really wanting the Silverado, after test driving the F-150, I actually went with the F-150. I got an F-150. And so the reason I went with the F-150 is, one, it's really nice to drive, and two, the back seat, I got a crew cab, and the back seat, the floor on the back seat is flat, so you can pack shit nicely in there. And on the Silverado, it's not flat. There's more than one bump in the middle. There's a bump in the middle and like two indents for your passengers' feet. So it's quite bumpy back there. So I'm to expand on this. I bought it from Fraser Ford in Oshawa, and they were the nicest people by far. So, the salesperson I dealt with was Christine Payne. So, if you go to Fraser Ford, you want to talk to Christine Payne. She is the best salesperson ever. How you be a good salesperson? You don't act like a salesperson and like push. That's how a good salesman gets sales, in my mind at least. And anyways, so when we're out at the truck, she pointed out that the back seat has a flat, the F-150s have a flat floor on the back seat. And I was surprised. I said, what, the Silverado doesn't have that? And she's like, no. And of course I had my little doubt, but the next day I went and looked at my friend's Silverado and I said, let me see your back seat, because he has a 2013 Silverado. And I opened up the door, and sure enough, there are all the bumps, and like as I said before, there's a bump in the middle, two bumps for the passengers, indent for the passengers' feet. I was like, holy crap, that's not good. It's like I'm planning on packing shit back here, so yeah, what? Yeah, so that is a big thing for me. So back to Formula Ford. No, Fraser Ford. Oh crap! No, don't go to Formula Ford. Check my video out on that. Fraser Ford. We're talking about Fraser Ford here. Fuck Formula Ford. Okay, Fraser Ford. And so, of course, I go in there. I meet with Christine. I admit, I went in here right after I went to Formula Ford, And I was up front and blunt and said to the first employee I saw, I just said, I was just in Pickering and they treated me like shit, so now I'm here. So, with saying that right off the bat, yeah, I got my message across that I was pissed. And they were so nice to me, it's not even funny. And that's saying a lot. Compared to what I've dealt with, that is saying a lot. Because, let me tell you, these dealerships, these are not nice people. They care about the sale and that's it. They really don't care about you and what you want. They just want you to get you to sign on the dotted line and that's it. But not Fraser, not Fraser Ford. They are actually decent people. So I come in to see this truck that Christine said some guy just traded in. And so I had to wait a bit because she's with someone. That's fine. And so this is a little thing, but I did appreciate it. When she's done with her other client, when she's done with them, she comes and gets me, and right off the bat, she says, "Cassia, copy of your driver's license." I'm like, that's awesome. She like automatically knows I want to go for a test drive. I know that's a little thing, but it was still nice to have her know that, yeah, I definitely want to go for a test drive. So she didn't waste any time saying, let's go look at the truck. You can sit in it and just sit there. No, it's like, let's get the ball rolling and let's kind of get your driver's license. It's a little thing, but it still mattered. So we go out to the truck. It looks good. We go for a test drive. I make sure she knows that I want to go on the highway and I want to back it up into a parking space. So we go for the test drive, go on the highway. It's all good. It's like a real test drive, not like Formula Ford, and he drove me around the block. Literally drove me in a circle around like a 3-minute. You probably seen my other video. Anyways, so but here's the main point of my story on the test drive, which will bring up another issue I did not address because I really didn't think of it. An issue at Formula Ford. So I'll tell you the Formula Ford story first. Well, I think I said in the previous video, but I didn't think of it. I didn't think of it till I had the test drive at Fraser Ford. So when at Formula Ford, when we go out to test drive the truck, he pulls it out of the parking spot where it is. And then lets me get in, and we go, come back, and then he parks it away, and it's just like a normal parking space. And so when I saw that, I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's understandable because there's a $60,000 truck behind it, so you know, yeah, okay, I get it. But then we go for the back to Fraser Ford, and so I say to Christine, where can't park to try back up. She's like, you can do it right there. And so I'm backing out. I'm thinking of backing out. I'm not thinking of this at the time. But now that I think of it, what do you think is behind me? A $60,000 F-150. So, just that level of respect and trust, you know, I could have messed up the parking and backed into a $60,000 truck, but, you know, since I know how to drive, I'm not going to do that. But, you know, at Formula Ford, yeah, obviously the guy didn't trust me or anything, so he pulled it out, let me get in, and same thing, I got out, he parked it away. Yeah. So then when we go back in, Christine isn't pressuring me at all. She's just like, it wasn't a pressured atmosphere. And so I say I'm gonna have to think of it and like look review the Silverado again. And the day after, that was the day I looked at my front Silverado and the bumpy floor. And I was just like, well, this isn't happening. I don't care how it sounds that I bought a Ford because of the backseat floor. That's important to me because I plan on putting a lot of stuff there. So, yeah. So it's like, okay, I guess I'll go put an offer in on this truck because it is a really nice truck, is in great condition. And so the next day or day after, I went back to Fraser Ford, put an offer in. They rejected my first offer, of course, whatever. And then the manager, I think his name's Dino. That might be wrong. I may have heard Dino. I could be wrong. If I am, I'm sorry. But he came in and he said, like, I appreciate your offer. And he explained, like, how he just couldn't do it. But the main point of this is he wasn't a dick about it. As you can see from my Van Dusen video, Brian at Van Dusen, the sales manager, oh, he's a dick. But this guy, I think his name's Dino, I'm not sure. This guy was nice. Like, he didn't belittle me. I think that's the right term, because as many of these car dealer salespeople, whatever you want to call them, they try to make you think like you know nothing, we know everything, you're you're wrong, we're right, and that's that. But so I ended up going like just a bit higher than I really wanted to top out at, but mainly because when I saw the underside of this truck, it looked brand new. So I knew I probably wouldn't find another truck that has, excuse me, the that looked as good as this truck does underneath. Because like there's no rust or anything. It looked brand new. And so, see what else. So I had to go up a bit more. Finally, we agreed on a number. I was happy. They were happy. They only charged a $630 fee, administration fee, whatever, which is nothing compared to what freight taxes and delivery tax and delivery fees and all the fees you have when you buy brand new. That's insane. So I was very happy about that there's only one single $600 fee, and so that and tax is I was very happy. And so then, oh yes, the finance office. I go I go into the finance office, and it's like I already have a check for you, so I don't have to. Yeah. And so she's like, okay, and right off the bat I said, I don't want anything. I know you're gonna try to sell me on stuff. I don't want anything. I really don't. And she's like, I'm just gonna talk to you about extended warranty. And, you know, my thing on extended warranty, it's just like, I stuck with my guns and my gut, and it's like, no, I don't want it. I've never had warranty in my life really come in handy. So it's like, forget it. And, car warranties are not cheap. It's like $4,500 for the max one. It could be useful if something really goes wrong, but, that's still a lot of money to tack on to the overall price. So it's just like, forget it. And she wasn't pushy or anything when I said no. As in, like, are you sure? Are you sure? If I drop it like $300, will you go for it? Nothing like that. And I've heard how finance managers, whatever you want to call them, I've heard how they do this. They push and they push and offer to lower it down. I said no. She's like, okay. She checked the box of where, warranty declined, and it's like, okay, we're done. And she was nice. She's very nice. And so, yeah, we had the delivery date was 4 days after that. I came back in 4 days. I gave them a check. They gave me a truck, and it's been all good. I have a truck now. And so, if you ever, the point of this video, I guess, is if you ever want to buy a Ford and you're in the Durham area, Fraser Ford is the one to go. Never go to Formula Ford. Fraser Ford in Oshawa, 815 King Street West. Yeah, this is where you want to be. Now I will have. This won't be my last video. It'll be my last car video for a while. But I will have another video about my experience at Fraser Ford, when I had my first maintenance problem, and to tell you all about if I go in there and they're as nice as they were in the beginning, or I go in there and they to put it bluntly, they try to screw me and like say, yeah, that'll be like $1,200, where I very well know I can get it done cheaper somewhere else. That could happen. Hopefully not, but it might. I have had. I'm saying this because my friend has an F-150, and he went into Formula Ford, and he said, I want to get my truck sprayed underneath. And they're like, okay, that'll be like $1,000 or like 900, somewhere around there. And he was like, excuse me, I don't think so. And then he went and got it done somewhere else for like $150. And you very well know it's the same shit. I know the dealership will probably scream that their spray is better, but I got my truck sprayed at Canadian Tire, and last I checked, Canadian Tire wasn't a shady place. I got it done for $150. And yeah. But anyways, I hope my powertrain warranty is good for another 2 years. So, time will tell. Is there anything else? Is there anything I'm missing? Oh yeah. The secretary there is smoking hot. Not that matters, but, I'm just saying she's smoking hot. That's, yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, I hope you all have a good day. Thank you.